Hello, beautiful people, and thank you for tuning in, watching your weekly reading, tea leaf reading, here with Red Earth Goddess. And for the week of September 18, we have, to start the reading actually, we have here an amethyst cluster on the right, and on the left a selenite heart crystal. Okay, so usually if I ever have crystals or candles in the background, yeah, it's beautiful, they're pretty, they're gorgeous, but however, it's always good to have, you know, some protection around us. Selenite is works with tuning into the angelic realm, the spiritual realm, of clairaudience, and amethyst works with, you know, the entire 7 chakras, psychic abilities, intuitive abilities, and clairvoyance. Okay, so let's get this reading started. Right as I was about to press the on button for the camera, I actually noticed, the first thing that came to me is we have the world here. We have the entire world in front of our fingertips. I'm seeing the map, the world map. I'm seeing an airplane. I'm seeing people vacationing. I'm seeing an airplane about to land. So what this symbolizes is there are a lot of people that are tuning into YouTube channels, tuning into world conspiracies. There are people that are delivering messages, and this is quite frequently coming up through these readings a lot, because this is what's happening all over the globe. You know, we're living in a time, we're living in an age where research is just a click away, it's just a fingertip away, and we're able to grasp so much vital information about the world at this time. Doesn't mean necessarily that every single thing is true, doesn't necessarily mean that everything is false, but there is a truth to everything. Okay, so depending on how much research you want to do about something, it is completely up to you. You know, you are the author of your own book, and therefore when you grasp and you gather together information about a certain subject, a certain culture, a certain reality of what's taking place on this earth right now, then, you know, you can really create this own book that you call your own life, and teach yourself something, teach other people something, teach the future generations something, start a cause, you know, start a hobby that involves these causes, join communities, online communities that really cater to these type of things, that not only talk about things, but find the root to these things and really find a solution to these things. Okay, I feel that it's a very important time right now for many people to come together that are actually fighting to make justice for people that are, you know, we cannot change the world by not doing something about it. We cannot change the world by not teaching ourselves something. We cannot change the world by not taking care of ourselves first. But when we do that, and then we stick to people that are doing what we're doing and is working towards what we're working with, even though we're not 100% sure what that is, but that leads us to one step at a time to a different state, to where we want to be. Okay, so I also highly suggest during this week that you know, like I said, do research about certain cultures, certain people that are on this planet that, you know, if they're going through genocide, if they're going through poverty, please find organizations that are seeking to help these people, help these children. You know, if it's not in your local community and they're not going through genocide, please find other communities that are working towards that, okay? Because you are capable of saving a person's life. You really are, okay? You really are. And it's not like they're asking millions of dollars from you, okay? A dollar can change their life. So, you know, that was just a message that needed to come out. I felt it. So that's what we did here. Let's see what else we got. I'm seeing an interconnection of two people that have crossed paths with each other. If you can see, there's a coming together here. I'm seeing that two people have come across each other. This is a male and a female that have completely come across each other. And this was not planned by either of them. This was not an intention that they both sent out, that they intentionally were looking to see each other or find each other. But it looks like fate has brought them together in a sense of what they were both doing individually. Based on their life circumstances in their past, has brought them together right now at this time. I feel like these two people are actually both equally confused as to what this entails, whether they want a relationship, whether their life path and their life circumstances will even allow them to have a relationship at this time. But I am seeing that there is true deep feelings coming together between the two of these people. But I do see that one of them comes with a bigger baggage. The good thing is, though, it's not completely attached. However, it feels as though this person here in the bottom that is holding on to this person's foot and heart needs to work a little bit more on themselves in order for anything for the two of these to stay together, to stick together, and to make things to work together. Okay, so if you find yourself in a situation that you've come across somebody that you feel is a soulmate, and your life circumstances, A, will not allow it, B, you don't live in the same country or continent, C, this person sees things in a different manner, but you are very similar, and your outlook is very similar, your backgrounds are very similar, sweetheart, you got to work on yourself, okay? The secret way on how to attract, how to make things work with you, work for you, how to make people fall for you, is for you to work on yourself. Not to cling on to people's feet, not to cling on people's past, not even to cling on your past. Because when you cling on your own past, you repeat your past. And then when you have that person that is so vitally there, so vitally what you want, then you repeat your past with this person, and this person may not even deal with it, okay? So then it pushes that person out of your life. So work on yourselves. Always. I feel like there's a person here who is somewhat on their knees, or if they're not on their knees, they're kind of coming down. They have something in their hand. And they're making kind of an offering, or they're kind of asking or begging. And this is a being here. It's kind of got wings, and this person here even somewhat is, but this person kind of has like a cape on or a hooded something. Their hat isn't completely on them, the hooded hat, but there is something like a flower or something on top of their head, maybe a message, a divine message that's coming through, with two animals here, two birds, two animals, two spirit guides, two totems, two ancestors, two something coming together. Two symbolizes cooperation, partnerships, friendships coming together, and it is completely communicating with this person. And I do see the two hands kind of coming together, so this can also be combining the message with this right over here. And why I'm picking that up is because this is not on a physical realm. This is more of what's happening on spiritually, rather than this is between the two people. So there is a connection here. There is a very strong connection here, and hence why I'm seeing different continents or different countries right now. There are people that are trying to communicate with each other via internet, okay? Via YouTube, via Facebook, via messengers, okay? There are also a lot of people that like to get in people's way, okay? There's a lot of people who are envious. There's people who are jealous because they want attention. They want things to go accordingly their way. Now, I want you to understand, when anybody's jealous of somebody else, in the long run, you're not going to get what you want, because you're coming from a place of envy. You're not coming from a place of fullness. You're not coming from a place of content feeling, content emotion. You're coming from a lack of. Therefore, you want to take a fullness of someone else. So when you send that to the universe gives back to you that which you put out. So when you are finally reaching a stage or a state of contentment, then the universe is going to send you a person who has done what you have done to you. So that's why I always say, you guys, you got to pay attention to what you're sending out. You got to work on yourselves. Okay, I completely understand we're human. You're going to feel envy. You're going to feel jealous. But humans have the intelligence of being able to come to that awareness that we are very powerful beings. We can create the life we want. We really, really can. Okay? If you can spend 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, 2 hours of your time a day to watch a YouTube channel, a YouTube video, then you can spend that much equal time, less even, working on yourself and working to better yourself so you can attract what you need in your life. What would actually bring fullness and contentment into your life, okay? And I feel like why these entities or these spirit guides and these messages come through this cup is because these are your spiritual guides coming to give you information at this time to protect you, to give you a heartfelt message that you are creating the life that you deserve. So do you deserve to receive an envious, unfulfilled life, or do you deserve a full cup? A full cup of contentment. If you feel you deserve a full cup of contentment, then you got to work on yourself. You can't envy someone else for that which you believe they have. Because you know what? 90% of the chance what you think they have is not even what they have. It's all an illusion. What people appear to have is an appearance, okay? Somebody can have billions and billions of dollars, but they're not happy with who they are because they never worked on themselves, or they're not healthy. They have a weak heart. They have, other things. Nobody's perfect. We're all going to lack some area of our life, but you just figure out how you can do better for yourself, how you can do better for things in your life, okay? Rather than wanting it from someone else. Sometimes, partners are envious of each other. Sometimes partners will be envious of their boyfriend or their girlfriend or their husband and their wife because they're able to deal with things easier. I've seen mothers that are jealous of their daughters because their daughters have a better life here. They have more, chances. But mothers can do them too. Why not? If your daughter is taking an art class or a dance class, take an adult one. Take an adult one. Why not? Be a kid too. It's also funny because last week's video, I saw the letter M. I'm saying the letter M again, come again in this video one more time. So it could be that last week somebody received a message that, that person's going to come with the letter M somewhere in their name, somewhere in their first name or last name or middle name. And it's going to come with the color blue. And I said, well, you'll know when it comes. Okay. This person means very well for you. I'm also seeing mermaid or merman next to it, which is also an M, and it's symbolized with blue because they come from the water, they come from the sea, underwater. So if that works out, if that rings a bell for you, or whether it does or not, I'm going to highly ask that you research mermaids and mermans. Look at the mythical meaning behind them. Look up sirens. Look up the cultural, the cultures that are associated with mysticism and mythical folklore that are involved with mermaids and mermans, because at this time it's going to make a lot of sense to you, okay? Okay, we've got an angel here. An angel, it looks like the angel's got a trumpet. If it's not a cherub, it kind of looks like a cherub. And the angel's got a trumpet. It's funny because the head's right under speak. So this angel's got a trumpet, and the trumpet again, is associated with clairaudience. So at this time, during this week, you're going to receive a lot of intuitive guidance. Something is just going to download through your brain, through your mind, through your ears, and it's going to go down to your physical stream, and you're just going to completely understand something that you had no idea what it meant. So, you know, it could be that through dream time, you're not even remembering your dreams. You wake up, and then during the day when you're making coffee, when you're making yourself lunch to go to work or wherever that you need to go, something is going to ring a bell, or you're going to hear something that's on the news, and it's going to be associated with a Trump. It's going to be associated with something, a prophecy that's taking place globally, universally at this time right now. Okay, you're going to receive some messages, and it can also be something that involves fire, because there's going to be a fire, something about fire this week, somewhere on the planet. Okay. I'm seeing here a child, a young child on a swing. And this child's hands are crossed, touching its heart. And this child has a guardian right above here. There's going to be some child that's going to be saved by some massacre this week. It could also be somebody that is actually doing something about this, that is getting involved with one of these organizations, who's actually supporting them, or making sure, you know, if they've somehow adopted them by, you know, giving them a few dollars a month or a few dollars a week, and that's able to get them out of where they're living. I feel like this child has been living on the streets, and their parents are not there. They don't have parents. So I'm seeing that you're going to be really, really helping preventing this child from being murdered. Yeah, I'm just seeing a lot of birds. These cups for weeks. I see a lot of birds. I see a lot of winged animals. They usually symbolize, like I said before, messages, messengers, spirit guides, angels, ancestors. A lot of cultural things taking place on this planet right now. Okay, guys, the people on this planet thoroughly need you. I understand your family needs you, but how many dollars a day, how many dollars a week do you spend on a drive-through of coffee? Okay. If you could possibly just put $1 or $2 aside and help someone else on this planet, I don't care which culture it is. You know, I could sit there and tell you, you know, the Yazidis need you. I could sit here and tell you there's countries in Africa that need you. I can sit here and tell you there's Afghanistan or India, you know, this is what's happening, that's what's happening. But I can't tell you, because it's got to reach to your heart. You know, you got to do your own research. You got to find what is meaningful to you, what really touches you, what gives you the meaning of life. You know, what you are the one that would be helping. So therefore, you would be the one to feel content, feel that fullness in your heart by making someone else feel good, by you changing someone else's life with just a few dollars a day, or just a few dollars a week or a month or a year. You know? And let's see if we've got anything in the bottom. I don't want to make the video too long, so you know what? I'm seeing here kind of like a dragon or a serpent, a very big dragon, a very big serpent. And what this means is, and it's a dark one, it's like almost a gray or black colored being here. And I feel like what this means is a lot of ancient lore, a lot of ancient folklore is coming to the forefront right now. Like I said, this is involving cultures and religions that are coming out that will help you understand people's cultures and why there are massacres taking place on this earth. If you could find a root, if you could find a solution to these things on your own, and you can communicate this to very important people, then, you know, you will make a difference. You can prevent genocides from happening by connecting to these organizations, okay? We cannot change. We cannot prevent 100% from anybody attacking anyone. But we can prevent these things from getting far worse, okay? Because now a lot of people are realizing what's happening. So when you realize the root of something, you can find the solution to something. and you can prevent it from getting far more worse. Because most people don't understand that if we do not find the root, if we do not find the solution, to these things now, well, then eventually these things will take over the planet. Okay? If they can take over Europe, if they can take over the Middle East, if they can take over Africa, if they can take over anything, then they can take over North America as well. Is that what you want? So that's why we've got to prevent things from getting worse. Okay, guys? There's also some other things I see here, but again, like I said, I don't want to make this too long of a video. If you do see anything, you can leave your comments. I love to hear your stories and how things unfold for you for the week. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and stay in touch and stay in tune, because I've got some great videos coming up. If you'd like to keep in touch, you can send me an email at redearthgoddess@gmail.com or visit me via redearthgoddesstemple.com. Thank you. Goodbye.